Hello, can you guys hear me? Can you see me okay? Uh-oh. Who do we got in here? Let's see. Oh, you guys have been talking. So we got Mr. Landfill, Verna, CDB, one of Vertigo. Oh, CD, looks like, oh no, Verna. Hope you're doing all right. The mustache looks funny. I need to take a shower. Vertigo, yeah, I've heard you say that before. Oh man, I'm sorry, Verna. Okay, I'm scrolling through the comments here. 5x5, I see. Thank you, Mr. Landfill. Awesome. Hey, Steve, what's up? And who else was in here? I see Willie. Good to see everyone. Hello, hello. Well, welcome to the live stream. If you don't know me, I'm Matt with Grafted Branch Homestead. It's good to see y'all. Time has been flying. Hope you guys are doing all right. It is cold here. Oh boy, winter has set in. Everything is frozen and there's ice everywhere. The chickens slept in this morning. It is cold, and I'm assuming it's cold wherever you guys are at too there. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Well, I haven't seen y'all in a few weeks here, I guess. Last week most of the family was all sick. Not with real bad stuff, but seasonal things. And then I had to work all day yesterday, so I wasn't able to make it to Verna's live stream and see you guys over there. So I'll have to go back and recap on that. Cold and wet where Willie is, but not too bad today. That's good. So as you can see, the sun's out. It is extremely bright. No skies are clear, but that's part of what aids in it being so cold here. There's no clouds to hold the heat in or vegetation and things to hold it. Yeah, Willie changed his name. It takes me a minute sometimes, but I had seen him in some other things. So, yeah. So this morning I have, I'm going to take you all to do a chore with me and do something here, I guess. So it is cold, and right now I am inside. That's why I'm not outside. It is frozen, and this room I'm in right now is our den. He changes his name often, yeah. 40 degrees there. So I think here it's probably about close to 40 right now. Today it's supposed to be in the high 40s, low 50s, and then it's in the 20s at night. But this room I'm in here is my den. It's a converted garage. And so this is something I talk about every year, I think, probably about the same time. I did a video on it one year. There we go. Verna's showing how to drop your weather. So weather for Franklin conditions are showers in the vicinity with the temperature at 36. Woo! Wind blowing 6 miles an hour, and current humidity is 85. So cold and wet where Verna is. One of the things I do in the house, and this sometimes I like to spin it as saving on energy bill and helping with finances, and other times I like to spin it as just helping with warmth and stuff like that, because really it does both. And so this is a product I really like that they sell at all Walmarts and all hardware stores and things like that. You can find it anywhere. But I actually really like them. I really notice a difference. That's why I do it just about every year. So what it is it's a insulation plastic. It's just a thick plastic. You can make your own with a good double-sided tape. And I put this all around my windows, and that creates an air gap, keeps out drafts and things like that, and helps to insulate. This saves on energy bills as well as heating costs and all that. So this dramatically increases the temperature in this room. So today we're going to go ahead and be putting this on. Change it a lot to keep people on their toes. There you go, Willie. So let me open up my tripod here and move y'all. Were you keeping us on our toes there, Willie? There we go. You got to try it, CDB's saying. Yeah, it really helps out a lot. Something I really like to do. There we go. And so while it might stop, it definitely stops the drafts. Yep, Steve's saying. So I don't know, the sun might be pretty bright. Let's see. Oh no, it should work out. So I'm going to have to back this up quite a bit so I can get this window in frame. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to be closing this window off. Now this window is an extremely large window, and I forget every year just how large this window is. I think it's about 85 inches by like 52 inches. So I had to run out this morning and grab an extra one of these. So I do know Walmart still has them. I like to keep a lot on stock, and I keep multiple sizes, but I do always forget that this one here takes a patio door size. So I had to go out and grab one of those. Used those at the old house, but not in the camper. You need the foam board, yeah. So when we, at the end of the stream today, we're going to go out and take a look at the chickens and stuff like I normally like to do. And so I've done some insulation out there, and we've done a combination of the foam board and then actually shower curtains. So we'll go out and take a look at that after, but for right now, I'm going to be installing this. So don't know how exciting today's stream is going to be, but we'll be in and out of chat and throwing this up. So the first thing I want to do is take off any of the window coverings and get it cleaned up real good. So I'm going to go ahead and pull down the curtains. These curtain rods are really cool because they just use a little pin that does, it's not even a screw. It just sits in there to hold it all into place. We try not to trip on things and spill our coffee. There we go. Set that down and push it out of the way. Let's see, is it too bright? It's not too bright. Wow, that sun is going to hit sometimes though, huh? You're telling OSHA I'm using chairs as ladders. You know what, Steve? You go right ahead and do that. Okay, cool. So a couple things is I want to make sure that you're going to get a good seal all the way around your window. So when I look at it, I want to make sure that I'm going to be able to get up and around any hardware. Whoo, that sun's bright. So I'm just going to take a quick look at it to do that. Also, this particular window has a ledge that sticks out. So I'm going to want to go around that ledge. You want to make sure you get a good seal on the gap the best as possible to create an air gap in there. And so we'll go ahead and do that. You get a couple things in these kits. Oh, my voice is breaking up. Okay. I'm not getting very far away. Let's see. I think it's just this microphone, which stinks because it wasn't a cheap one. All right, so we got a couple different things. We got our film in here. This one says it's for the patio door, so it's 84 inches by 120 inches. And double-sided tape. Now, these used to include some alcohol prep pads, too, to clean the area off real well, just when I turn away. But it doesn't have that in there now. Whew. My insides are binding up. Okay, so I got my window fairly clean. I am going to go ahead and spray down a little bit. Now, this one, too, sorry if it keeps breaking up. I'll try not to turn so much. This one, too, I have blinds on, so I'm either going to want to lower the blinds and close them in there like that, or maybe leave them open and lowered, or just up. In this case, because I have other window treatments on them, I'm going to leave them up. Some of my other windows, I actually take them off, but this one fits inside that gap there, so. But when I got up this morning, whoo, it was cold. The roosters weren't even out crowing right away as early as they normally are. They were inside. They said, nope, not today. And so did the silkies. Oh, that sun is in my eyes. Wow. All right, let's see. Okay. And I want to clean up any of the areas that the plastic and the tape are going to be attaching to. And I have some alcohol here because I assumed it probably wasn't going to have the pads. I don't think they did last year either. All right. So we're going to try and get this done. Man, I really hate mentioning this, but I guess I'm going to have to because I don't know what's going on. I have a lot of internal issues. I have a lot of gut issues. And for whatever reason right now, my insides are really, it's really painful. So I'm going to try and get this done. Hopefully that just passes. I don't know what that is. But if not, I might hop off, unfortunately. I'm not going to do that, hopefully. Okay. So I got some alcohol on just on my paper towel. And I'm going to put that around the wall and clean off all the way on the outside where the tape's going to go. All right, there we go. And so I don't want any dust or anything like that. I'm going to try and get it real good. Awesome. There we go. It's kind of passing. Hopefully that helps. It might be. I don't know. I had a lot of surgeries. I actually don't have my large intestine. They pulled other organs out too and did some stuff there. So I'm not sure what it is. I have lots of issues. It's kind of passing a little bit now though, so that's good. But I hate mentioning it because I feel like I do a lot, but it's kind of something about me, so I guess I have to. Now this is double-sided tape, and this is extra sticky double-sided tape, so this is awesome. And all I'm going to do is find the end of it, and I'm going to want to come up on the wall. Let's see, up over here, or on one of the sides, and we're going to drop it down and run it along the side. Now once again, I want to run this kind of long, a little bit longer than I need. Sometimes it does pull a little bit of paint off. Occasionally you got to do a little touch up, so just be mindful of that. All right. And this tape's good to use because it has the backing on the one side. So I can go ahead and I can go ahead and put it all on the wall before I got to pull this other sticky side off. Way down to the bottom, and that is strong. Wow, let's get the scissors. No, don't fall. Oh, unravel. Could it be Gert? What's Gert? I don't know what that is. So I had, I guess I say it often. I had a really bad diverticulitis, and then I also started going through different organ failures. So my organ system started failing, and so that's what went on with me. So I no longer have my large intestines, and they had to pull a bunch of organs out and cut fistulas off between them because they were all growing together. I was becoming one organ. Maybe TMI, but there you go. So I just have lots of issues with my gut. But it's actually going away right now, so that's good. I really don't. It does prevent me from doing a lot of things. So actually, before I had my surgeries and they took out stuff, I really couldn't do anything in the yard. That was a huge thing that prevented me from doing homesteading type stuff or anything in the yard because I wasn't able to do anything for more than like 20, 30 minutes at a time. Oh, okay. Reflux disease, GERD. I don't know. I probably have all kinds of issues. That's okay. Yeah. A lot of issues. Yeah, the bodies are built to fall apart. 5 pounds scar tissue removed. Oh, wow. For the same reason. Yeah. Okay, the tape I want to overlap a little bit. So on the ends, I'm going to pull back the backing to put the new one on. That way you can get a good seal all the way around. You don't want to butt them up against each other. You want to overlap them a little bit. I've always had gut problems ever since I was a little kid. I had a lot of issues with my gut. There we go. So I'm pretty used to it. I mean, it stinks. It doesn't make it any better, but I'm pretty used to it. All right, there we go. And so we're going to pull this edge back. Let's see. Sorry, I know you guys can't really see anything. It's probably not very exciting, but you're helping me out. We got to get this done. There we go. Put that on real good. Now we do need one other tool. I did not mention to do this. I didn't mention it yet. And so that's going to be once we get the plastic on, which will be in a minute. We're almost there. Glad you're able to do it now, yeah. Oh, right. We ain't a Dodge where you can keep replacing parts. You see the Dodge out there? There it is. That's my baby. A hair dryer. That's right. Good job, Steve. Not just for drying hair. I think I actually use this for more things probably than just hair. But yeah, hair dryer. So what this is going to do is this is actually shrink plastic. So when we put the plastic on, we're going to shrink it and make it real tight and nice so that we get that good insulation value there. All right, I got one more strip of tape to put on. Oh, I hear that. I hear my rooster. That sun's coming up, waking up. All right, let's try and get this edge off. There we go. All right. Too much of my love handles, huh? It's going to go over this rod. That's okay, but I'm going to want to make sure I press it in real good around this curtain rod. If I'm breaking up, I apologize. I'm trying not to face my head as possible. And can I get the scissors before I lose all the tape? Press that on. On this side. And 7th, I think, of December. Don't call it. I'm using chairs again. All right, let's try and get this piece of cool. So all that is up. The heated air from the hair dryer shrinks, yeah, it tightens it. Takes all those creases out, makes it look nice and taut, right? You do, and you like it. What is that you like there, Willie? All right, let's see. So miss, you see my Dodge. Miss your Ford because it had 7 years. Dodge is way nicer. I love my Dodge. Now it's really, really high mileage. So I actually tried, how much I'm telling personal things. I tried to refinance it, but it has real high mileage, so they don't want to do that. So I'm just going to have to get it paid off. But it's a good car. I love Dodge. I don't really like Dodge cars as much, but Dodge trucks I think are great. Other people tell me they have problems, and I hear people that like other brands, but I've never had issue. All right. I had Dodge trucks my whole life. My first vehicle was a little red Dodge truck that I got, just a red Dodge pickup. That's all it was called. All right. So now I'm going to take off the tape completely because you'll get dust and stuff like that on it. So I'm just going to pull it off a little bit and start putting this plastic up. Let's try and get the end of this off. I think this is the hardest part, is getting the tape to separate and all that. Probably because I don't have fingernails. There we go. All right, so we'll just pull a little piece off on either side. Again, you're gonna want to make sure you do with your blinds whatever you're gonna want to do now, because it's gonna be sealed off. I'm not gonna be able to get in there. So in my case, I'm just gonna leave the blinds up, but I'm gonna tuck this cord in on the shelf there. All right, cool. So we got our plastic. We're ready to go. Hey, look, here's a question. Believe in luck. Not a question I would ask, but I really wanted to try out this YouTube question thing. So let's go. There you go. Y'all can answer. I don't really necessarily, I don't know if I guess I do. I gave my red truck away to a guy that needed it. I did. That is true. Okay. But I was young. I didn't really need it. That guy did. There we go. All right. Open up our plastic, and I'm going to find one end and attach it to the tape. I don't want to be pulling on it too much, though, because I don't want to pull the tape off. So I'm going to try and open it up as much as I can. It's a pretty good, it's not super thick, but it's a good plastic. It doesn't feel like cellophane. It looks and sounds like it, but there we go. So I got the end, and you want to make sure you leave some overlap. So don't do it right at the edge because it shrinks down. So I'm going to leave, an inch or two of overlap probably. As few creases as you can do. There we go. So we'll push that across. Make sure it's all. I got it straight on there. Hopefully. There we go. All right, and then we're going to come down the side, same thing. Uh-oh, see, I didn't overlap enough. Because of that wood edge, I need to pull it back more. So hopefully I'm going to try and pull this off without pulling the tape off. Okay. There we go. All right, so I only need quite a bit of overlap here. That's okay. We'll go and give it a good amount, because I can always come back and cut that overlap off later. There we go. Okay. And then we'll come down the side. Same thing. Oops. Try not to get all my little wall charms stuck in the tape. There we go. All right, I'm going to come around the edge here. Try and get the tape to pull. There we go. All right. Now this is quite a bit longer down here, so I am going to come cut it a little bit. And I do usually end up going back, and I'll take little pieces of tape that I'll cut off and I'll stick on there. How long does this question last on here? Let's see. Willie says yes. CDB was proud of me. Oh, for doing the truck. Yeah. Smash the like button. Yep. Everyone, if you haven't given me a thumbs up, that does help and is muchly appreciated. I don't know if this question just stays on here for a certain amount of time, or it's like right in my face. Oh, there. 5 watching, 7 likes. That's good. Look at that. Someone liked it twice. All right, there we go. So this goes really quick. It doesn't take a lot of time. Everything I do on camera takes a lot longer. There we go. And now that I'm in this position and I got my arms up here over my head, I'll tell you I'm in need of a shower. All right, we're gonna try and straighten it out as much as possible. Even though it's gonna shrink, we don't want huge gap. We don't want it, really loose. There we go. And it sticks really well. Right around here, it gets a little iffy because I'm going around that ledge, but pretty good. I am going to come cut some of the excess off this side because it's a little bit long. And I am going to have some creases. That's just how the window is. That's okay. Oh, thanks, Verna. CDB. Only he can. It was in his setting. Oh, yeah, I got you. Did you guys not see the question? It said, do you believe in luck? I don't know. I wish I could put up, like, questions. Create a highlight. Okay. So, Verna, I was going to say this. Those live highlights, when I do it in the vertical, that's when it offers it at the end of the stream. I can also hit here, create highlight, and I think that will create it. Oh, we'll try that in a minute. I wanted to see if I can add a video with this to the top. Let's see. I don't think so. No. Me and Farmer Casey, we made a video. We made pomegranate Turkish delight, and we were super excited. We made it all from scratch and everything, and it did not come out good. It ended up coming out like oobleck, if you know what that is. Yeah, there you go, CDB. So we didn't do the video. I made the video. Maybe I'll still put it out, but we didn't make Turkish delight. Okay, so let me go ahead and cut. Well, these scissors are dull. All right, let's start cutting over here. I think I'm gonna have to find some sharper scissors. Maybe not. Maybe. There we go. I think I just need to get a better angle. So, and remember, don't cut too small. You can always come back and trim more, but I've definitely cut it too small on that stinks. Or you get a runner or something that'll tear all the way up it, and it's no good. I gotta repair those with tape too. There we go. Got one side cut. Or a box cutter, yeah. That's what I needed, huh? But I got finish pulling the tape off and sticking it down. So we're gonna do that on the bottom here now. And I'm gonna pull it off kind of slowly so I can try and pull this down and get some tension on it a little bit. There we go. How are you guys? Anyone that has animals like Willie and in here, how your animals doing with the cold? This year, I'm actually pretty proud. All the automation and the setup I got going this year, I got it done before it got real cold. So now it's pretty easy. Just got to make sure the water's not frozen and all that. But other than that, pretty easy to take care of them. And the new Silky Coop is running great. The windows shut themselves and doors and lights and all that. So all their food. It's really just making sure their water's not frozen in the winter. Besides that, they just take care of themselves. All right. Okay, I got that all the way around. I just run my hand along it one more time just to make sure everything's creased down best as possible. Right here we got a little bit of a where it was bunched up, so it wasn't going properly. So got that fixed. There we go. Go. All right. Now for the fun part. This might get kind of loud, so I'm going to put my microphone over here. The Silkies have a palace. Yep. That is wonderful, Matt. All your animals are indoors, CDB says. Okay, look. So I'm going to try something here. Create highlight. Oh, I got to do it after, I guess. Huh. I think I just uploaded something to my channel. Oh, well. All right, let's put the mic over here so I don't kill everyone with the sound. And I'm going to use my blow dryer. You don't want to do it too close or too hot, so you don't want to burn a hole in it. And you kind of want to move it around so that way it's the heating up over the surface area of it, and it's going to pull it nice and tight, give you a nice good look still so you can see through the window. It doesn't look chinky, and create a good insulation level. Mr. Landfill, what do you guys in the north do with outside water storage? I'm really curious too, Mr. Landfill. That's a great question. I'm always asking people what they do with their water, because even here it freezes, and I have different things. So I've been looking at different ways of stopping it. And I know just a little agitation and movement in the water tends to help. So I've seen a couple designs where people have had air pumps in their main water tank or things like that just to create bubbles to help. I've seen ones where people will have a little tiny like 12-volt water pump, click on every couple hours or so and just kind of pump water through the lines. If you do the waters, like the little nipples. Now, if it's just for your water, that's a great question too. Besides what we store in the house, I don't really know. I don't know if you've watched John over at Frugal Off Grid, Mr. Landfill. I like him. He's pretty cool. I think he has, I believe it's 10,000 gallons, but he created a large underground cistern with, I guess, rubber and stuff. And so most of his water's underground. Good question, though. Anyone else that might have an answer to something like that? I think I'll pull the camera over here so you can see what's happening. All right, so you can see it'll start to tighten up as it gets hot, and you'll stop seeing it shaking around like that as much. And the spots you get big old wrinkles, you just put the blow dryer on it a little more. And you can see how that's starting to get hot. See, like right here where it's real loose. So it's starting to tighten up. I need to go across the whole plastic. So y'all are gonna have to bear with me. If you need to grab a cup of tea or coffee, now's a great time. I'm just gonna go back and forth on this window for a few minutes. If you get that little hole, you just make a patch with the double-sided tape and more plastic to cover the hole. Good, yeah. Great comment there. Good comment there, Steve. Yeah, you got a repair kit. So when I used to make pizzas, I don't know what made me think of it, but we would tell people, go get the dough repair kit. We tell the new pizza guys. And you just get a piece of dough and put it in there. But basically the same thing, a little piece of tape and a little bit of plastic. Your African gray parrot is mimicking the dryer noise. You're not far north, though. Oh, Steve was giving a suggestion. You don't store water or use the auto waters in freezing temps. Okay. If you get a little, all right, yep, cool. So let's do this. I don't know what it is, but I really like doing this part. Do any of you guys do this? Do you use these, Steve, or anyone? Oh, yeah. I think you're right, Verna. There's something about the plastic shrinking up, like those little shrink-a-doodles or things that, you know, I don't know. It's just, it's appealing. Thinking about that question a little bit, though, I was thinking I definitely think God predestines things, but I think I do believe in luck too, because I think you can create good circumstances or a little bit of luck, if you will, or something like that. I think sometimes it just comes along based on people and circumstances and stuff like that. I guess that's what I call luck. You have used it before, but not in the area you're at, Verna says. Especially on the big bay window. Oh, so Steve does, yeah. At your prior residence. You have a very old house. And see, so Mr. Landfill does it too. Cool. So this is something I don't know. I guess in New Mexico, people don't do a lot. I never really see him doing it. But I'm never really in people's houses either. So who knows? Welcome to my house. All right, let's see what time it is. Oh, 39 minutes. I still have time. So I'm going to do this for probably about 5 more minutes. So once again, if you guys haven't gotten coffee or snack or something, it's a good time. We'll do this for about 5 more minutes. I'm assuming after the live stream, I'll come and do it again just to get it nice and tight. But we'll do this for 5 minutes, and then we're going to head outside. And I'm going to show you a little bit of insulating things I've done with the birds out there and some stuff going on. Hey there, Dad. Good to see you. All right. Uh-oh, what happened? I unplugged it. All right, we'll stop this in just a second. All right, we'll finish this up later. I don't want to bore everyone too much, but that's very aesthetically pleasing, I think, seeing it shrink up like that. Thank you, Verna. Oh, phone died, but you're back. Oh, hey, back. Welcome back. All right, let's flip this real quick. All right, so I'm showing you my cards. Look, you can barely see the plastic on there. So it's pretty tight. There's a little wrinkle, so I'll come through and get it again. This is going to save us a lot of money on heating bill. I can already feel this room warmer because so much air gets through here. So between this and then putting just those curtains back up, this room stays much, much warmer. So really easy job. Anyone can do. I suggest doing that on all your windows. We do it just in the dead of winter, really. It does make it so you can't be opening them. So if there's a window you want to vent, don't do it. But all right. So I'm going to sit down in the chair, have a few more sips of coffee, and then we'll go outside and look at a little bit of weathering stuff for the animals. Oh, look, you got to look down at me. Let's do this. Can't do it to your door. Oh, yeah, the biggest leaker. Our door is pretty bad too, Verna. There's a few things you can get. I'm sure you know, but you can get those the wind stops that go under the door, or foam to put around it. I do that on the chicken coops and things. Our doors leak pretty bad here too. And actually our back door, it really leaks because it's kind of like French doors, I guess, almost. There's one door and then the little side one's open. And it leaks really bad, but I can't cover that one. Actually really don't like that door at all. But you keep a box cutter on your keychain? I have gotten really bad this last year about not having a knife on me. I used to always have them on me. Well, that's not true. I always have one on me. I just have one. I've gotten really bad about only having one. So this is my boot knife. But usually I have a box cutter on me, a little one that goes on my pocket. I have my buck knife on my side. But, let's see. Weather strips for the door, and it still shows daylight. Oh man, Verna, I'm sorry. If I live close to you, I'd come try and take a look. But weather for Iowa? Is that how you say it? I'm very confused. Let's see. Conditions are partly cloudy with the temperature of 75. Where is this? Oh, you're laughing. It did it on your statement. I'm very confused. That's okay. I'm laughing. All right. So I've done a few things for weathering outside. And the silky coops, actually, the birds have been moved in because of how cold it is. Willie's pigs are loving the cold and wet weather. All right, you gave your chickens the decoy shop. And the coop with your quails in there too. All right, 10 to 18 foot building. Wow, yeah, a little overkill for 40 chickens and 40 quail. You confused a Nightbot. That's all right. Confuse AI. I say, everyone rise up and confuse AI. Okay, weather in the weather, yeah. Now where are we looking? Low long Belanti. It's mostly cloudy there. 77, so it's warm. The wind is blowing at 2 miles an hour. Humidity is 94%. I have no idea where that is, but there you go. Is Nightbot's having some issues, I guess, today, huh? All right, let's go ahead and go outside. And let's take a look on stuff out there. You guys get a look, so I'm going to let my Solo in. He's in my very messy room. There you go, Solo. All right. Now I'm going to cover this camera a little bit. I don't think it really matters too much, but as we walk through here. Nightbot made that one up. So I've used I'm going to put a jacket on. I've used AI a little bit for different things to help me out, trying to organize things. I'm trying to figure out how to use it like a tool, but it makes things up. It lies to me. And I tell it, I'll say, you lied to me. And it'll say, oh, yeah, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. I watched a YouTube video by some homesteader the other day, and it was funny because he was talking about how not to trust AI. And he built a shed, and he was going to buy a door at the hardware store. So he was framing that out. And so he decided to hop on and ask AI real quick, hey, AI, what's the average, what's your normal size of door that you can buy at the hardware store? And it gave him a size. So he built the frame for that, cut the hole out and everything. And he got to the hardware store, and there was no such door anywhere close to that size. So he asked AI, he said, why did you tell me that? And it said, oh, yeah. And it basically just told him it made it up. So don't trust AI. You watch him, and you know exactly where his homestead is. Oh, okay, that's cool, Willie. I don't even remember who it was. Do you remember the guy's name? No, it's in the Congo area of Africa. Who's in Africa right now? All right, so we got a few winter things going on, I guess. Their automatic waters are shut down. It's kind of a mess out here, but so they just get their water, and I make sure I check that. That's frozen. Look, there's plastic blowing in. Every time we get any wind, we get all this trash blows over this wall. This is something that really stinks about being an urban homestead. I come out every day, sometimes twice a day, and pick up stuff because it just blows over the wall. Anyways, all right, so that's them. There's not a lot of weathering here. The chickens do pretty good. Places where it gets a lot of wind, I'll put plastic up and stuff. See, look at all these bags. I hate that. I came out this morning too, and I picked up a lot of stuff because I knew I'd be out here filming. Someday. All right, cool. So silky coop, I can smell myself. Jeez, I stink. You watch him. Let's see. Was going to buy a lot near him. Oh, all right. Hey, Tuber Chat, good to see you. Welcome today. So you're catching the end of the stream here. This is the Silky Coop update part of the stream. Basically, I'm showing you here. I'm going to set this down, and I'm just going to show you what I got going on that helps out, aids in winter and the cold and all that that I have set up with the animals. So this coop is excellent. My brand new coop is operational and working great. So I like it because I don't have to do really anything out here. I just check on it every now and then, make sure it's good pretty much. Getting eggs is extremely easy. Just come over here. Wham. Breakfast. If I need to adjust any lights or anything like that, I don't have to go get in the coop or in the houses or a solar box I have in all my other builds. This one controls right here. These side windows, these are on actuators. So these go up and down. They're on either side. And those control themselves. So that is on timer. So I don't have to do anything. It can get its ventilation and all that good gravy. And then fans come on back there. So that's all automated. They're inside their coop. Oh, look, we got a freestanding egg there. I did go ahead and cover this. It has a magnet there too, but that's just so they can't pull any wires away. So we got a nice flushing on there. Solar system's doing excellent. And that controls all their lights and all that in here. So they'll come on and off, and I don't have to worry about any of that. I do come out here and I check their water still, make sure that's not frozen. But they have their feeder there. Sorry, I got these legs are trying this tripod. There we go. All right, so they got their water. They're all running around happy in here. They want out, so I'm going to shut this door. But their doors open and close on both their house and in here. Their house is 2.5 inches, 3 in some spots, on the walls, and it's insulated very well. So there's plywood on either side, there's R35 insulation inside, and then there's the paneling, which is real thick, 1/2-inch paneling on the outside too. So they have real thick, nice walls in there. They stay nice and warm. Quail shack. So I've finally been able to kick the silky chickens out with their new coop here. I've been able to kick them out of the quail shack. Oh, they have a roosting bar. Here, I'm going to take this off. Let me show you. Oh yeah, unhook the garden hoses. I guess I can show that real quick too. Good call there. So this is their roosting bar. There's one of them. It's kind of hard to see with this vertical stream. But so this comes out actually, there's Fritz. He likes me. He follows me around everywhere. Come here, Fritz. Shall we put Fritz up here? This is the one that hatched out here. It was a surprise. Come here, Fritz. All right, come here. I know, get off of me. Come on, Fritz. Oh, back in your house. Go on. There you go. Okay, so I have one little screw in here just so this doesn't teeter. But when I take out that little screw, it lifts up and it pulls out, so I can clean it really easy. But that's just the one roosting bar. I think they enjoy that one. They do roost other places though, so I'm gonna build like a ladder in here that they can roost. But they actually get up on all these little ledges and they sit there. I think the new one, Fritz, likes to go, oh, there he is. He likes to go in here because the other birds can't get him since he's so new. And so he hides up in there. I have my painter's ladder out here because they get up on that, kind of roost on that right now. But they're doing good. They're enjoying their little home in here. I did put up, let's go out here. So this is the side where all the wind and rain and all that hits the side of the coop. It kind of comes in from this direction. So I put up, this is my, I thought it was the billboard tarp that I bought. It's just this plastic tarp and it's got a rope in it. So that hangs on this side just so the coop's not getting blasted. All right. In here, yes, Steve, you pay closer attention. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm actually happy because I'm getting the silkies out of here so I can get this cleaned up. I'm going to come and cut insulation off, and I actually get to make this nice now. The silkies have kind of taken it away from my quail, so we're getting that going again. The solar system did all die in here. That battery cooked. I'm not sure why. So I'm rebuilding that. We're getting that going again. There's the button quail. So this is getting going. I'm going to start ramping up quail through the winter. They're going to kind of be my project, not a new one. But over here, I got some plastic. I just went and bought a cheap shower curtain. So it's a heavy duty one. I think it was $6 at Walmart. Cut that and just put that on the inside as well as the top and around the fan. So the fan can still exhaust out. It's not behind it. And that's about the insulation for in here. These guys stay pretty warm. They do good. I think my avocado, I think my avocado tree died though. Right alongside. Hey, howdy, how you doing? He says, howdy, Matt. You're catching the last 5 minutes of the stream. So I'm going to show you guys my greenhouse, and I'm pretty depressed actually. I knew it was coming. Last year I brought my avocado tree inside. This year I can't, it's too big. And I didn't heat the greenhouse. And it's been dropping way down into like 20, a little bit below 20, I think, here at night. So I think my avocado tree died. I'm sad. All right, let's go take a look in the greenhouse. Now the pepper plants that I'm overwintering, I'm hoping they'll still do good in here. It says it doesn't need to be heated, and it is substantially warmer in here in the day. But this is my avocado tree. It did this a couple nights ago. It dropped down to like 18, I think, and it just got too cold. So, is it dead? I don't know. We'll find out. What? How dare you, Mr. Landfill? AZ. Yeah. It's kind of sad, but you know, I still have peppermint and I still have sage in here that's doing all right. Some of this lemongrass I can still use. The onions, we still got some onions in here. And of course, cilantro likes cold. So, but that's about it. That's kind of sad news, but you know, what you gonna do? Let's get out of here. Let's see what else. What else do we got going on? I could show out here. Hey, oh, AZ Highland Homestead. Howdy. Hey, Nick, haven't seen you in a minute. I hope you're doing all right. I've been watching some of your videos. I know you got a lot of cool things going on there. But it's really good to see you. Thanks for stopping in today. Let's come sit over here. Let's sit down for a sec. Yeah, good to see you. I'm actually, I've been looking at some retreat land, some raw land in Arizona, but it would probably be out closer to Flagstaff area. The chickens are all waking up this morning. Did I say Nick? I said Nick, right? You're not too far, yeah, from Flagstaff. That's cool. Well, I know when I've been looking at laws and stuff, and I really like Arizona's cottage laws and homesteading and being able to sell things and stuff, and their laws are a lot better than New Mexico. So even if I live in New Mexico, I can have a little bit of raw retreat land in Arizona and go under a foreign entity LLC with my business, and it would allow me to do some of the homesteading stuff a little easier. Oh, not everyone posting it for sale really owns it, to be careful. That is a good point. I did say, okay. I thought maybe I said something else. Yeah. Your son got his first elk this year. Oh, wow. Very cool. Just south of GC. Would love to come see you up there. Wait. South of GC. What's GC? But if you're near me, come see me. You recently went through that? Oh, Grand Canyon. Yeah, okay, cool. No, that's cool. Oh, man, when I went to the Grand Canyon, that was so cool. Was that last year or the year before? If you do end up coming through this way, yeah, call, they'll stop by. That was really cool. Tell your son congratulations. That is neat. There's one thing we haven't done. I haven't gone hunting. I'd like to learn. What we have been getting on, though, since I got you on here, not fancy at all, but these are our bikes. Me and my son have been really into biking this summer and this year. Sorry, it's windy, so all my things just blow around. It's not normally this trashy, but like that bottle. Anyways, we've been really into our biking, so we've been getting out and doing that. Eventually, we'd like to be working on our bikes and doing it a little, you know, not just playing around, but part of why I'm so tired today is because we went on a really good bike ride yesterday around here, and we've been enjoying that. My son wants to get a mountain bike, so when we bought his bike, he wasn't sure. He said he wanted a BMX bike, and that's I knew he really didn't. I knew he was going to want a mountain bike, and so we got one that was kind of in between a little bit, and then we figured, well, if he's really enjoying riding with me and stuff, then we'll go from there. And he really wants to get a mountain bike, so we might do that soon. I knew he would enjoy that so much more than the BMX style, but yeah. And I am over an hour, so I actually am going to be hopping off here today. So today we got some window insulation done inside, and then we got showed some insulation out here. You love the bikes. You were on earlier with your other channel. Oh, okay. Right alongside. I'll have to check it out. Oh, all right. Have a good day at church. Thanks for stopping in, Nick. Have a good one. Remember to comment. Oh, when the live is over, yeah. Willie's just telling everyone. So ways you can help channels, really help out the most, I think, is the thumbs up, being active in the chat. And then if you go after live streams and leave a comment or something. Hey, Mr. Landfill, I figured out about that hype. You said you are on all the time, you never see it. I think it is on the phone. And what it is you go to either videos or live streams after, and where it shows you like where you can do the super chat or the thank you chat or like donate and all those, on your phone you scroll it away, and to the right it'll say hype. I don't know. I came across it again, so I thought I'd bring that up. But this rooster out here, Peter, if he makes it through the winter, is going to be a miracle. Because he likes to crow. They're fun. All right. I love to stay and just chat. And like always, hopefully I'll be on throughout the week. I don't know, though. I don't know how my week's going to go. So I see it all the time. I don't know. Yeah, people keep telling me they haven't. I don't know. Maybe I just see things. That could be too. Anywho, I'm going to hop off. So until I see you guys either next week or in someone else's stream, you guys have a wonderful week. Have a good day. Go at it with purpose. Try and stay warm. Solo, cut it out. Solo says bye too. Try and stay warm. Do the things. Have a blessed day. It's only on my stream using the phone. Oh. Okay. 21 and up. Be safe. Y'all have a blessed day. We'll see you later. Thank you for moderating, Willie and Verna and Mr. Landfill. Appreciate you guys very much. And for all of you who are in here and enjoyed this morning with me, it's good to see you guys. Y'all have a good one. Have a blessed day.